The New Day in the building. If you know the dance, Cleveland, I want you to get out of your seats. I want you to have a good time. We about to have a party.
All the shorties in the club, let me see you just.
You can download the app, 15 Seconds of Fame.
Let me see you just. Push it up, let me see you just.
Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble.
Hey, hey.
Wobble, baby, wobble, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble.
Get in there. Get in there. Get in there. Hi, how are you? Yeah, we got you. We caught you. Oh, yeah. Oh, we got a cam for you later. Stay tuned. We gonna put you on Humongatron later. We got you. Oh my God!
I'm drinking in cake, so let's bake. I'm taking the game's mine.
What's up, guys? Dabbing out, dabbing out, dabbing out. Try to get the groove on. What's up, everybody? Loudville's in the building. If you're happy to be here at the game, everybody make some noise. What's up, guys? Young Jock in the building. Hey, what's up now? I came all the way from Senegal to see the king. Make some noise for him, everybody. Yeah. Way to play him, mister. Way to play him. There we go. Oh boy. Come on now, play him. Play him. You better work now. Come on. There we go. All right.
Walk this way.
Big time performances.
Oh, what a play! 7 squat hustle.
High flyers. Global superstars and NBA champions.
It's over. The Cavaliers are NBA champions.
What do all these stars have in common? Their dreams began in the NBA Development League. The NBA D-League is rising. Who's coming up next? Download the NBA D-League app today.
You want to know about the players. It's larger than life, the noise, the intensity. So you got to play that way. Show people you have no limits. Make them question what they see. And that way, not once, not twice, not three. Show them nothing can stop you. This is why we play.
We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I. I feel commitment's what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this from any other guy. I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. Never gonna give
score 22 points in the first quarter of today's action. You win a free 20 rounds Mountain Dew courtesy of GetGo. Cavaliers playoff basketball is presented by Discount Drug Mart.
Yes, sir.
Your Cleveland Cavaliers.
What a catch.
Code of conduct presented by Cuyahoga Community College.
Oh, you got to get loud, Cavs fans. You got to get loud. See? Wow. Yes, sir.
Kevlar's Basketball on Fox Sports Ohio is brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. For over 30 Toyota offers, visit buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Undeniable. We undeniable.
There are no doubts, no questions in the game, no holes in the commitment. Those two teams have a rivalry, and one has what we all want. Yet, 16, all here with this chance.
Sit down, be humble.
Style and motivation, they are personal.
Sit down, be humble. Sit down, be humble.
Here, I equals we. And there are plans, there are schemes.
Be humble.
To modernize the recent history. To shove aside all the hype. And dictate the limelight.
Be humble.
Big time performances.
Oh, what a play! Simmons, what hustle!
High flyers. Global superstars and NBA champions.
It's over! The Cavaliers are NBA champions!
What do all these stars have in common? Their dreams began in the NBA Development League. The NBA D-League is rising. Who's coming up next?
Download the NBA D-League app today.
So you want to know about the playoffs. It's larger than life, the noise, the intensity. So you got to play that way. Show people you have no limits. Make them question what they see. And that way, you could win. Not once, not twice, not three. Show them no one can stop you. This is why we play.
black house on them. Bring them to the weight, break them with a requiem and throw them in the pit and throw a little bit of dirt on them. Dirt on them, throw a little dirt on them. In the air, put a little work on them. In the air, put a little dirt on them. Throw them in the pit and throw a little bit of dirt on them.
Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love to the rescue.
Blocked by Thompson.
Put a little dirt on them. My soldiers is ready to put a black house on them. Bring them to the wake, break them with a requiem and throw them in the pit and throw a little bit of dirt on them. Dirt on them, throw a little dirt on them. Work on them, put a little work on them. In the air, put a little dirt on them.
Throw it down, Kyrie. He absolutely crushed it. Got it. He's unbelievable. What else would you expect?
Work on them, put a little work on them. In the air, put a little dirt on them.
Make a game-winning play on a new Toyota now at buyatoyota.com. Ladies and gentlemen, the entire Cavaliers family is filled with great sadness due to the passing of Roy Jones this past Friday. Roy served as an executive vice president and general manager of the Richfield Coliseum and Quicken Loans Arena, and was a dedicated member of the Cavaliers organization from 1974 to 2010. He was admired both personally and professionally, and was considered one of the most beloved leaders in venue management. We now ask you to please join us in a moment of silence in honor of Roy Jones.
Cavaliers basketball on Fox Sports Ohio is brought to you by Levin Mattress, located in Levin Furniture showrooms and freestanding locations. For quality mattresses made right here in Cleveland, shop Levin's. And by your Northern Ohio Buick dealers.
You have never experienced before.
Jordan with authority.
Watch your favorite teams in fully immersive 3D virtual reality.
Loves that shot and hits it at the buzzer.
Hear every sneaker squeak. See every point from behind the backboard.
Draymond, oh yes.
Courtside seats from wherever you are.
Martin wants it upstairs to throw down.
She on the jock, Now stop when we get in the spot. Booty moving weight like she on the block. With a drink, I got to know. Top jeans, tattoo, rock. Half black, half white, time now. Gang of money.
All right, here we go.
Yo, I'm running through these halls like Drano. I got that devilish flow, rock and roll, no halo. We party rock. Yeah, that's the crew that I'm repping on a rise to the top. No red and our Zeppelin.
She's defending in the land. I like that. I like that in here. I see a lot of white shirts over there. I like that. Hey, put your shirt on. Put your shirt on right there. All right, we got some supporters right there.
Shake that.
Every day I'm shuffling.
All right. He flew from Orlando and he's wearing his shirt.
I think the NBA does a great job with NBA Cares and touching so many different causes. My son has autism, and now I'm mainly trying to focus on autism awareness. I found a great partnership, and I really like how they're raising awareness for autism. And it's great. So that's really special.
statistically, but didn't seem to be into it.
I don't know if you can explain it. That's all on LeBron. But I will say this. I like what he said in the post-game. I didn't have it. He didn't make any excuses, nor was there any finger-pointing. And if history has shown us, LeBron James has had huge bounce-back games. And let's not forget, Kevin Love is playing his best basketball all season. 27 points, 11 rebounds, and Chris shooting 55% from three.
And the Celtics know that. That's why they took note, and they were mentally tougher in Game 3, which led to them being physically tougher. They went 10 deep without their star Isaiah, and what did this do? This allowed them to stay the course. They started on the defensive end and opened up on the offensive end, but defensively, +5 second chance points. Only gave Cleveland 2 fast break points and points in the paint. They won by 12.
All right, guys, here are the starting lineups presented by Samsung Gear S3. Kelly Olynyk will start for Amir Johnson for Boston, who injured his shoulder in Game 3. Olynyk up front, along with Crowder and Horford in the backcourt. It's Bradley and Smart. Cavaliers have their customary starting five. Up front, LeBron, Kevin Love, Tristan Thompson at the guards, J.R. Smith, and Kyrie Irving. The officiating crew, Monty McCutcheon, Pat Frere, Derek Stafford, and the alternate is Bill Kennedy. Cavaliers controlling the opening tip.
Yes, sir. I like what Charles said at the top. He's really going to see if these Boston Celtics are really back in this series after that huge Game 3 comeback, or were they just happy to win one game? The energy level early on will tell me a lot about the Celtics.
Already there's a battle deep in between J.R. Smith and Olynyk. Look for that physical play to continue. As you see Horford miss that 3.
Going into Game 3 of the playoffs, the Cavs had won 17 of their last 18 games against the Eastern Conference here at home. That was last touch, kicked out by the Celtics. So James will throw it in. Here is Love with a deep 3. He opened up in Game 3, hitting 6 threes and finished with 7 for the night.
By far, this is the best basketball Kevin Love has played in a Cavaliers uniform.
Bradley rips out on a 3. Olynyk kept it alive, but he's off. Nice sweep pass to Love and a foul. Beautifully done as Kyrie Irving got him on the bounce.
What a nice cut by Kevin Love to get fouled there, but we talked about a guy playing his best basketball. What a screen here, and here's the shot that opened up this game for Kevin Love.
Kevin Love averaging 17 points, just under 10 rebounds during the playoffs, and an 8 for 16 the other night, including those 7 three-pointers at 28 and 10 for the game. You can watch enhanced live coverage of tonight's game with TNT Overtime. Visit NBA.com or download the NBA app to start streaming.
And Chris, he got real quiet, Kevin Love, in that second half after that huge first half.
Yeah, he definitely did. It almost was like he didn't settle, but he got comfortable with those threes and didn't go back to his versatile game, which is inside out, that he could do. Settled a lot.
In fact, the Cavaliers real quiet in the second half from three-point land, just 2 for 17 after the sensational shooting in the first half from 3. Smart, Horford very effective posting up down the stretch the other night. Again, the Celtics off. James played by Olynyk. Here is LeBron coming up short.
And those are the shots we saw in Game 3, in my opinion, when he was settling.
The lead pass for Olynyk, and he lays it home. Beautifully thrown by Crowder.
That last play that LeBron had that you just mentioned, he settled on. A great job by Crowder to come over and get in LeBron's vision. Therefore, LeBron saw him and did settle with that jump shot.
Now Love put the move on. Then on a switch by Horford, and Thompson missed time. So here's Smart coming across for Boston. Bradley played on the switch by Love. Here's Horford. It's slapped away by James, but recovered.
Shot clock to 5. Bradley got the step, and he scores.
So that's a mismatch out there on the court with Kevin Love trying to guard Avery Bradley. They got switched up with LeBron James down low guarding Horford.
See the two key stats from Game 3, just the 11 points for LeBron James. Certainly one of the worst playoff games in his illustrious career. Irving able to recover. Thompson not able to handle the pass. Celtics back in possession. Horford. Bradley kicks it back out. Good ball movement here by Boston. Bradley for Olynyk. And he is way off. He was expecting contact. Irving met by the double. Bullet pass ends up in the crowd.
Look right here how Bradley and Horford kind of ties up LeBron. And we talked about how if you're a 5 guy, you can't check LeBron. Well, that applies to everyone. If Bradley has an advantage with a 4 or a 5 to play him, you must attack. Do not settle for a jumper. Get the easy layup.
This is a Boston team that came back from 21 points the other night. Crowder hits the 3. They outscored the Cavaliers in the second half 55-31. And right here they're on a 7-0 run, and they lead it 7-5.
And that's how they got back in the ball game, by making shots just like that. Crowder, Marcus Smart, Bradley, timely threes in that second half.
And Crowder comes off a very strong game. James wide open for 3. So LeBron has missed on his first 2 shot attempts.
And for all Celtics fans, you want to see the difference in strategy. There's no pick and rolls because you don't have Isaiah, but the ball movement, as you see Bradley knock that down and get that 2, that is part of their motion offense, going through the bigs, letting guys move, constant movement, looking for open guys.
James had gambled, looking for the steal, leaving Bradley wide open. Love pulls it up on Horford, trying to bank it home. Good start here by the Celtics, 9 unanswered. Smart for Horford, and he scores, and Tyronn Lue takes the early timeout.
Well, if you're Brad Stevens, you could not have scripted a better start here. Ball movement, man movement, able to convert. Celtics on an 11-0 run.
Show us those moves, what you got right now. Let's have a party. It's time for the Fox Sports Ohio Dance Cam. Come on, Cleveland, get out of your seat. Show us what you got. Let's go.
Your face, ain't my fault they all be jacking. Keep up. Players only. Come on, put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so clear. Look out. Second verse for the hustlers. Gangsters. Bad bitches and your ugly old friends. I cannot preach. I cannot preach. I gotta show them how I can get it in. First, take your sip, do your dip, spend your money like money ain't shit. Ooh, ooh, we too fresh. Got to blame it on Jesus. Hashtag blessed. They ain't ready for me. I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up. So many pretty girls around me and they're waking up the rocket. Keep up. Why you mad? Fix your face. Ain't my fault they all be jacking.
Aerial coverage provided by Goodyear. In the land of the driven, you can never act like you've arrived. You just keep driving. Goodyear, more driven.
Well, the Celtics missed their first 4 shots. They've hit 5 of the last 7. They've scored 11 straight points. Cleveland, meanwhile, has missed its last 5. They're 1 for 7 here at the start. That's how the Celtics came back in the final 18 minutes, 39 seconds. Back from the 21-point deficit. Nice pass underneath for James.
Going back to game 3. That's LeBron's first 2 points in the last 21 minutes. I don't know how long he's had a stretch of not being able to score, but a great sign if you're a Cavs fan, seeing him get an easy one early.
Well, in that second half in game 3, James with just 1 assist and 1 rebound, and that's a goaltend. Count it for Avery Bradley.
How about the nice aggressive start here for Bradley? 2 drives here, getting all the way to the cup.
Reggie, it seems that Smart and his play has alleviated a lot of pressure from Bradley and allowed Bradley kind of to be almost a 2-guard, to be more worried and concerned with scoring as he was facilitating, and that's freed him up a lot.
James played on the switch by Horford. See Horford cheating over to help on Love. Shot clock at 5. Irving, it's down to 2, down to 1. And it's a 24-second, is it? Apparently a foul call. The 24-second buzzer went off as the foul was called. The foul is on Horford.
Oh, I was just about to say, great defense by Bradley, but he gets him on the arm. He does. And as a big fella, sometimes you want to come and help, Reg, but this is when you have to trust your back line of defense to say, hey, we're just going to make him shoot a difficult shot over the trees.
Kyrie Irving in the postseason averaging 22 a game, 5.5 assists, had a good one in game 3, 10 for 15. He hit 4 from downtown, 29 points. This a Boston Celtic team in its first Eastern Conference Finals since back in 2012. 53-29 in the regular season. They finished on top, first seed in the East. Bradley is off on that 3. Here's the pitch out for Irving ahead of the field for the reverse as he is fouled.
Number 1, the outlet from LeBron James. The pass was right on point. But how about the degree of difficulty here by Kyrie, trying to reverse it with contact.
And that contact from Jay Crowder, who picks up his second foul. So Kyrie Irving back to the line. And a look at the upcoming series schedule here on TNT. Game 5 will be this Thursday in Boston. And 6 and 7, if necessary, back in Cleveland Saturday, and then in Boston on Monday.
Well, now the decision here for Brad Stevens with Crowder picking up that early second foul here. A little over 6 minutes left in this first quarter. Crowder's one of those interchangeable players defensively that you need on the floor.
Remember, Reggie, in game 3, you asked the question, could he trust Crowder and Smart out there when they got in foul trouble, and they rewarded him. And I think he may just say, wait a minute, we're down to our last. We have to let them play now. Hopefully, if you're a Celtics fan, they'll reward that trust.
Yes, Crowder was on the floor for quite some time with the 4 fouls in the second half. J.R. Smith picks this one up, and Jake Crowder to the line. Jake Crowder coming off a strong game on Sunday night. He had 14 points, 11 rebounds. How about 3 steals? Boston had 10 steals in game 3.
Well, a lot of game balls in that game 3 victory. From Smart's big shots, Bradley, off the bench, Olynyk and Jerebko. Al Horford really set the tone low because they were going to play through the post. And you were going to get that kind of effort, obviously, with no Isaiah Thomas because you had to spread the wealth.
Isaiah Thomas, incidentally, texting his teammates following that victory the other night. And a foul is called, and the Celtics do not like it. It's on Horford. That's his second.
So now 2 on Crowder, 2 on Horford.
His second personal, team's 4th.
Oh, you got to let that go. That's incidental contact.
Yeah, it looked like a travel.
Left hand right on the back of Love. Led to the foul call. 14th foul on the Celtics. They come up with a steal right here. Horford trying to get it down low to Olynyk. James in the open floor. 1-on-3. What a play by Bradley as he knocked it away from behind.
Horford has to throw that up. He's kind of disappointed in himself. Olynyk had a mismatch right there. Need to find the big fella. Throw it up where he can get it.
And the booing for Jonas Jerebko, one of the stars for the Celtics the other night because of his physical play. Also hit 4 for 4 from the field, including a couple of threes. Jerebko fronting Love, who's able to get the pass. And Love moves inside, not able to hit.
Love has to be a decoy in some of these possessions. I know that he's hot, but just as the Celtics played through Horford and other big fellas, you can play through him because he draws the double team, allow your players to cut, and then you'll get some easy baskets, open it up for him inside.
Here's Crowder for 3 from straight away. You mentioned Love has to pass up on some of these shots. Did they get a bit three-point crazy because of their success in the first half the other night?
Well, Coach Lou believes so. He said that he didn't like the pace of the game, even though they hit 14 threes, but the second half he felt that made them settle for more.
And again, LeBron misses the outside shot. He's 1 for 4 to this point. Has not been looking to drive.
Again, settling. And he was so dominant in the first 2 games of attacking the paint.
Nice move by Bradley, and now James taking that pass and putting it down. Timeout, Boston.
Smart timeout by Boston, not to let the Cavs get any more momentum. His middle name is Wes, not Unseld. That's Wes Love with the strong outlet pass. Getting the King an easy one.
And now, fans, please welcome, brought to you by Cedar Point. They are the Scream Team.
It's coming fast, chopper whip it zero. Everybody trying to buy play. Everybody trying to whip the cook up. Get it back to the tri-state. Get it back to the tri-state. Get it back to the tri-state.
The Scream Team.
Rewind now.
Let me tell you this, the harder you dig it, the more roads are going to try to get you to fall. You just got to keep living, man. L-I-V-I-N.
To be Power Player Spotlight presented by Wonder Woman. 27 plus points in a game, age 23 or younger. Marcus Smart on a very impressive list headed by Bob Cousy, Tommy Heinsohn, Larry Bird, Rajon Rondo. Here is Olynyk back on the floor. Boston in front 18-13. James played by Crowder. Now LeBron looking to take it to the bucket. So James is now 2 of 6 from the field. Missed a couple from threes going back to game 2. He's missed his last 7 3-point attempts. Crowder, side angle jumper, and gets the friendly rim. That looked like Avery Bradley's shot that won it the other night.
No Celtics can stand around and ball watch with a heavy dribbler. You really don't have guys that can penetrate just out of a stance, and so the ball movement of the Celtics, you have to love it. Every guy's engaged. Every guy's touching that ball.
Irving, rebounded by Jerebko.
Well, great defense at one end for the Celtics, and you mentioned it, C-Webb. What great ball movement. Already 6 assists. Make this, as Jerebko gets fouled, 6 assists already here early on in this first quarter. So the ball movement offensively is there, and they're clicking defensively with their rotations at the other.
Jonas Jerebko will head to the line out of Keena, Sweden. Played pro in Sweden, originally a second-round pick of Detroit. Spent 5.5 years with the Pistons, acquired by Boston in a deal involving Tayshaun Prince, and getting the playing time once again here tonight. Let's check in with David Aldridge. David.
Well, Marv, everybody was impressed by Brad Stevens' ability to draw up those plays down the stretch in the fourth quarter. It is a talent that he has. What made those calls all the more remarkable, especially the last play that resulted in the open 3 for Avery Bradley, was that the Celtics did not practice that at shoot-around that morning when teams normally go through their end-of-game scenarios. Al Horford told me this morning he just drew those up on the fly. Marv?
That's not bad.
Usually you don't get that from young teams, especially teams that haven't even been this deep in the playoffs. Nice ball movement here by the Cavs. So it lets me know that the Celtics are locked in, not only to their coach, but to each other.
Ron Lue going to his bench with Darren Williams, Richard Jefferson coming on. The bench did not do much the other night. Beautiful pass, Olynyk with a reverse. And the Celtics have their biggest lead of the game, 24-13, just under 2.5 remaining in the first quarter. Nice move by James, who went to the rim, finished with the reverse.
Coach Tyrone Lue was going to sub LeBron out. LeBron has to stay in. Nice layup right there by Jaylen Brown. And what does that do with LeBron staying in? It gets you back to the matchups of game 1 and 2 where he had an advantage because a power forward or a center had to guard him.
And that bucket by James ended an 11-2 Boston run. And then Jaylen Brown, who just came right back for the Celtics.
How about that slip roll there by Kelly Olynyk, and then the Pearl move by LeBron James. Look, the Boston Celtics right now, this is a different team than we saw in game 1 and 2.
Oh, yes.
The confidence level is through the roof.
Olynyk played by James. Jerebko. An air ball, and he hears it from the crowd. Jerebko did have the wide open shot. Now here comes Kyle Korver, who has been quiet. In fact, just 1 for 5 all from 3 in game 3. Let's check in with Kristen Ledlow. Kristen.
Marv, one of the things that Ty Lue stressed is that he was focused on game 4 with his team, not game 3. He did, though, say that the problem in game 3 is we didn't play with the same pace offensively. And then on the defensive end, we were too far off their bodies. We didn't make it difficult enough physically. We weren't in attack mode. He said specifically, we're at our best when LeBron James is in attack mode, as we see Kyrie Irving knock it down from the elbow. Ty Lue just echoed that thought in the huddle in the first quarter. He said we've got to be more physical, show toughness, and set the pace here, Marv.
All right, thanks, Kristen. Bradley trying to stuff it, and the long rebound kept alive by the Celtics. Bradley on the hop for Olynyk, and a foul is called.
That's the second time.
He's had 2 of the best misses.
In game 1 versus LeBron James.
Bradley.
And look at this miss here by Avery Bradley.
Pogo sticks, as Dennis Scott likes to say. He just could not finish.
He doesn't mind testing you now. Woo-wee.
Nice. Keep attacking the rim, young fella.
Kyrie Irving committed that last foul. This is Terry Rozier for Olynyk. Darren Williams brings across for the Cavs, met by Rozier. Final minute of this first quarter. Williams stepped out of bounds. He backed up and he stepped out.
When Kyrie is at the 2 guard and LeBron is not on the floor, he must be an extension of LeBron. He must be the guy that is either scoring, keep the ball in his hands, or you shoot it because he sets the table for you, but you need another player to step up.
Brad Stevens doing some shuffling. Al Horford playing with 2 fouls that just come on for Kelly Olynyk. This is Bradley for 3. Corver with the rebound.
Celtics have had some looks here in this first quarter that they just have not been able to get going. This could really be a big-time lead for them.
Irving spinning his way, and it was deflected out. Last touch by Boston. Cavs have 15 on the shot clock. 28 seconds remaining in this first quarter, and the shuffling continues. Olynyk back now for Horford.
They don't want Horford to pick up that 3rd foul.
They do not allow Corver the look. Gets it inside, and Thompson lays it home. They double up on Corver, and it left Tristan Thompson open. Celtics can actually run the clock down. It's a fraction of a second difference. Olynyk in a crowd. Olynyk scored! Final seconds of the first. Irving puts a move on Bradley, pulls it up. Terrific start for the Boston Celtics. They shoot 46%. Cavaliers with the fewest points in a first quarter this postseason. They shoot just 6 of 19, 1 of 5 from 3. We've been talking about the Celtic ball movement. 8 assists in the first, only 1 turnover, and the Celtics have the lead after 1.
Drive was born here. It's in our blood. It's who we are. It's what we make. In the land of the driven, hard work is an obsession. But when you've earned your place at the top,
It's over! It's over! Cleveland is a city of champions once again!
will you polish your ring? Or will it fuel you to win another? Drive pushes you harder, lifts you higher. Because to be great, you can never act like you've arrived. You just keep driving.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are driving some t-shirts your way, courtesy of Goodyear. It's time for the Goodyear t-shirt toss. If you want a t-shirt, Cleveland, get out of your seat and everybody make some noise. Who wants a t-shirt? Goodyear's in the house, baby. Let's go. You want a t-shirt, Cleveland? We need to hear you to scream.
Check this out right here. Chick say she ain't down with chick backstage when we in town. She like men on drum. She wanna hit and run.
Fans at 3:34 of the quarter. Ruling on the floor was a 2-point basket for Jake Crowder. After review of the video replay, it's been overturned as a 3-point basket after 1 quarter of play. The score of 29-19 in favor of Boston.
Let's make a little noise here, huh?
Come on, I can't hear you. Come on, I can't hear you. Come on, I can't hear you.
Time for the Ford Coaches Corner. Moments ago, David Aldridge and Brad Stevens.
Thank you very much. What are you most pleased with in the first quarter, Brad?
We're playing with real purpose on both ends. The 2 runouts that they got in transition, we got to cut out, but you know, everything else been pretty good.
Tristan Thompson was a big factor on the offensive boards. What have you guys done so far to keep him off of the glass?
Well, there's only so much, right, that you can do. You just try to get a body on him, and then everybody's got to pursue it.
Thanks, Brad.
Thank you.
And between the first and second quarter, they went to the replay to check a shot by Crowder that was originally called a 2 and changed it to a 3. So the Celtics with a 31-19 lead, and the foul is called right here. It is on James, his second. How about Jerebko just a moment ago taking to the rim?
And look, we have a little bit of beef between Jerebko and LeBron. They just got into it at the end of last play. We saw the physical play of Boston last game. They're letting it carry over into this one.
I thought Jerebko's presence in Game 3 just turned everything around when he came in, particularly with those hard hits. We showed it before on Darren Williams. James takes it to the rim. So that's a good sign for the Cavaliers. He's beginning to take it inside.
But also, too, the pace is better here when LeBron James is cutting and moving. Like, this is what Tyronn Lue said this team did not do in Game 3.
Oh, what a pass from Rozier on the bounce for Crowder.
Motion offense. You young kids out there, you teams, you can't play hero ball. It's better to come as a team unit. Guys, keep moving, motivate them on the defensive end.
Once again, James with the step. And LeBron James returning to his game.
He has the physical advantage in this series. I don't know why he is settling for 3-point shots like he did in that first quarter. They cannot stay in front of him.
Here's Crowder on a reverse. Facing pressure. Now James spinning his way on Brown. Lost his balance. Lost the ball. Horford pegs it down. Broken up by Williams, but stolen by Rozier. On the bounce for Brown. What a play by Terry Rozier once again.
How about the young fellas out here for the Celtics? Rozier and Brown staying with that play, being able to finish in the paint with contact.
Here's Shumpert, who just came in at the start of the second quarter, and he is able to convert from downtown. Iman Shumpert with his first shot attempt.
The Celtics are knocking down shots, moving the ball, but make no mistake about it, they're up in this game because of their defense, staying in the passing lanes, speeding the pace up, getting some easy buckets before the defense gets set.
Celtics try to tie this series at 2. Cleveland looking to go up 3-1. Love ahead of the field. And the Cavaliers have been successful on a number of occasions with fast break buckets. This time it was Love, and it's been LeBron a couple of times. Timeout called by the Celtics.
For the Cavaliers, it's been the motto of defend the land, trying indeed to protect home court and take a 3-0 stranglehold over the Boston Celtics.
Kevin Love is on fire from beyond the arc.
This first half comes to an end. Cavaliers 66, Celtics 50.
In both of our wins here, we were down way more than this.
The Smart fires for 3.
Good start, Green. Right what we want.
Marcus Smart doing his best Mr. Fourth Quarter impersonation.
And the scrappy Celtic team able to make the turn and get back into it.
We have plenty of time here. 8, 7, 6 seconds to go in a tie game.
Bounces home from Boston Celtics. Have defeated the Cleveland Cavaliers.
We keep fighting, baby. We keep fighting. Not a lot of people giving us any chance, and this feels good to get this win.
All right, Cavalier fans, and we got them in the building. We got them in the building. Everybody make some noise for the UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Stipe Miocic! And of course, joining Stipe, we got Cleveland's own platinum selling recording artist. Give it up for MGK! And you better believe they are both putting on for their city. And don't go no anywhere at halftime, because at halftime, my main man MGK will be performing at halftime. He's performing at halftime. Do not go anywhere. So Cavalier fans, one more time, I need everybody to get out of your seat right now. Get a towel in their hand. It's time to defend the land. I got MGK. I got Stipe. Get a towel and scream! Let's do it, baby, for the land. Make some noise for the defending champion, Cleveland Cavaliers! Let's go!
Lace up, kill.
No more run out. If you're above the free throw line, you gotta be back. Okay, guards, if you're not in the shot, you're not going to the glass in the opposite corner, you gotta be back. Be ready, Jay! Be ready, Jay! Pull in! Stay with Kelly! Let's go! Good job, good defense.
And it was those runouts that resulted in that last timeout by Brad Stevens. You can't give up easy baskets and runouts to the Cleveland Cavaliers, because that fuels their pace as LeBron James picks up his third foul on that touch foul versus Smart.
And Smart in three-point territory. Not a good foul by LeBron. 3 shots coming up for Smart. One of the heroes of Game 3 has not attempted a shot to this point. Celtics a very unselfish team. Guy comes off a 27-point game with 7 threes and hasn't shot yet, and we are in the second quarter. Join millions of fans who are watching Bleacher Report's original animated series, Game of Zones. Watch Game of Zones every Thursday on the Bleacher Report app.
Well, here comes the trust factor now for Coach Lou. LeBron James, your best player, the best player in this series now. 3 fouls with almost 9 minutes left in this second half.
Are the Celtics smart enough to see a mismatch or a player and go at LeBron to see if they can put the referees in a tough position to get the fourth?
And LeBron, not a player, usually picks up the... Oh, jumper! With the reverse stuff!
Oh!
Here comes Rozier. Crowder for Horford. Horford putting the move on Love, kicks it back out. Rozier for 3.
Where was this Celtics shooting and bravado in games 1 and 2 at home? If this team played like this, the way they played the last 2 nights, this could be an entirely different series.
Here's Love moving to his left to open up the space, and he is able to throw a 3-pointer. How about Terry Rozier, second-year player out of Louisville by way of Youngstown, Ohio. Brown. Love battling for it with Crowder. Here comes James. Love double teamed, not allowing the 3-point shot. Now Love goes down low, played by Smart, has the mismatch. Love goes and Smart, an excellent defender, played him beautifully.
That's what I mean. That wasn't the shot for Kevin Love. And don't get me wrong, he has a green light. He can go anytime, as he says, my bad. But as any great player knows, when you have a double team and they come to you and get tight, you throw it back out and move the ball. That's exactly what the Celtics are doing through their motion. Cleveland can do that through the post.
The Celtics with a 41-33 lead. Early second quarter. Marv Albert Chris Webber, Reggie Miller. Here's Smart. Horford with the rebound and knocked out of his hands, kept alive by Rozier. For a second opportunity for Boston. Horford spinning in the post. He was very effective in the post down the stretch the other night.
You go in the post, and how about the split cuts by the Celtics to create that opening for Al Horford.
Celtics now at 47% from the field. Here's James. That's number 4 on the offensive foul.
What a smart move by Rozier. He understood if he stood his ground versus LeBron James, he could pick up this offensive foul. That is a brilliant defensive move there.
Good call.
It is.
And the one guy in the building wearing green is happy. I'll make that 2.
Well, this is a great opportunity for the Boston Celtics. No LeBron James on the floor, probably for the rest of this first half. That's 6:46 left. Can the Celtics increase this 10-point lead here?
Smart moves it across against Shumpert. Coming up on 6.5 remaining in the second. Open shot for Brown. Yes, for 3. The Celtics with a 46-33 lead. LeBron James now sitting on the bench with 4 fouls. Oh, wide open 3 for Love. And 3 Celtics around the ball.
Celtics score here. There's got to be a timeout if you're Coach Lue.
Horford.
Split cuts again. I like the action. Ball movement, man movement.
Good exchange between Horford and Rozier, and the block shot. Last touch by the Cavaliers.
Nice minutes by Terry Rozier as Olynyk checks in. Now you go to a bigger lineup with Olynyk and Horford on the floor. Now no LeBron James.
Here's Bradley. Takes the hop. Rebound Love.
Can Kyrie Irving speed up the pace a la a John Wall or another player that gets their guys going in the fast break, facilitating for easy buckets?
Shumpert in trouble underneath. He's double teamed. And it's a defense. No, it's a 3-second violation. Shumpert could not get out of the lane. So the Celtics will take possession, but first a timeout with just under 6 to go in this first half. And what a half for Boston.
Now fans, please welcome Puff Dog and Surround CC.
Yo, VIP. Let's kick it. Ice, ice, baby. Ice, ice, baby. All right, stop.
Chicks are cream for Grizz Lightning. That's all. Let me see the toots roll. Left, to the left, to the right, to the right, to the front, to the front, to the right, to the right. Now slide, 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 slide. Now slide, slide.
Everybody's doing a brand new dance now. Come on, baby, do the locomotion. I know you'll get to like it if you give it a chance now. Come on, baby, do the locomotion. I came in like a wrecking ball. I never hit so hard in love. All I wanted was to break your walls. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another one gone. And another one gone. Another one bites the dust. Hey, hey, I'm gonna get you too. Another one bites the dust.
let's hear for the two best inflatable mascots in the NBA, Puff Dog and Surround CC.
We're back at Quicken Loans Arena. Beautiful 68-degree night in Cleveland. Aerial coverage provided by Goodyear, celebrating the blimp-worthy athletes who show hard work, determination, and grit on and off the court. Goodyear more driven. LeBron James sitting down in the most unusual situation, picking up a fourth foul. We still have 5.5 remaining in this first half. Celtics continue to whip the ball around, and Bradley hits a three.
Well, they're collapsing the center of that Cavaliers defense, and the passing of Olynyk out of that is what creating those wide open shots for Bradley.
An 8-0 run from Boston. Irving with a deep three.
They needed that answer.
And if I'm Olynyk, that's exactly what I'll give up every single time. A tough reverse step back three. Good defense, just better.
How about Cleveland with 8 turnovers, Boston with just 1. Smart into the lane with a runner. And here comes Irving. Olynyk went flying. Irving to the rim. So Kyrie Irving looking to lead his team back.
Nice little 5-0 run here by Kyrie. Trying to get the Cavaliers to push the pace.
Shot clock down to 4. Bradley got the step, and he is fouled. Getting back to LeBron James, this is his 211th playoff game. He has fouled out only twice. And to go a little further, including regular season, it's game number 1272. And he's fouled out only 8 times.
Well, and also, too, in the second half with those 4 fouls, it's going to limit his aggressiveness, too, as well.
Especially those first 5 minutes of the third quarter. He's going to have to let other players come. But, you know, we can't feel sorry for this Cleveland team that blew this Celtic team out the first 2 games. They still have 2 all-stars on the court. And Kyrie Irving, with his speed, is a one-man fast break, and he can change the game at any tone. Let's just see who steps up and becomes that next guy.
Green confidence meter, though, is growing each and every minute from this young team. Now, remember, their best player, Isaiah Thomas, out for the series now with that hip injury. So everyone, next man up here.
How about this? I'm told that LeBron has never in any game in his career had 4 fouls in the first half. Irving is off. And we get a whistle. Monty McCutcheon with the call. It's against Cleveland.
Looks like Tristan Thompson maybe over the back.
It is Thompson.
Reggie, you mentioned Isaiah Thomas being gone. Let's give the Celtics full credit. Amir Johnson, the starter, as well, is on the end of that bench for the Celtics, too. They're very short-handed, but they're not short-handed in confidence.
Olynyk, Jerebko, and Crowder up front. Smart and Bradley in the backcourt. Bradley not able to hit it. Here's J.R. Smith, who just checked back in. Irving over Bradley. He's feeling it. Hits the 3. Kyrie Irving with 14 points.
Chris, you just mentioned it. You said there's 2 more All-Stars on this team, right? There goes one of them.
Boston is led by as many as 16. 3.5 to go in the half. Smart, way off. Thompson with the rebound. Cavaliers showing some signs. Irving has Cleveland's last 8 points. Here's Love from downtown. Olynyk with the lead. He's trying to find Bradley. And the ball is deflected out. And now Al Horford will check back in. So Brad Stevens continues his shuffling. Horford comes on for Jerebko. 40-year-old Brad Stevens in his 4th season as head coach of the Celtics. Does have some ties to Cleveland. His wife Tracy's family is from the Cleveland area. Oh, the steal by Darren Williams. Smith backs it up. Now gets the step. Bradley able to stay with him. Here's Smith. Rebounded by Horford.
Give the Celtics credit.
Whoa, Olynyk try to save that pass, and it's last touch by Thompson.
Celtics leading in second chance points in the paint, something they didn't do, not even close in games 1 and 2. The hands of the big fella, he can't catch it, but he tells his point guard, I won't give you the turnover. Celtics ball.
Have been driven closer to the court in the seats that are fit for a game. Make sure you guys stop by your local Kia dealership to check out all they have to offer. Special thanks to Kia, the official vehicle of the NBA.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the rhythm pounding J467. The J6.
To get up now. I want all of you to get up out of your chairs. I want you to get up right now and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take it!
It's time for Cold Hard Facts presented by Coors Light. Golden State Warriors watching this game with great interest after making it a 4-game sweep over the San Antonio Spurs. They've won 27 of their last 28, which is astounding, as they have swept their first 3 series, and now will have a respite before the finals begin on the 1st of June. That's last touch by Rozier, who was checked back in.
I guess you would say really only one game they were really tested in, and that was that game 1 when Kawhi got hurt in the ankle injury, and they had to come back from 20+ down to win that ball game.
They were down 20.
Yes. That was probably the only game, right?
Yes, oh yeah. Whole playoffs.
Shot clock to 4. Here's Irving on the drive. It's been all Kyrie Irving for the Cavaliers.
And that's who it should be. He's their all-star point guard. Said that he's the best point guard in here with the Walls and the others, and right now it's time for him to shine. Such a luxury to have a wealth of talent on your starting lineup.
The Cavs with a 10-2 run, all 10 points by Irving. Nice handoff to Olynyk, but he's double teamed. Flipped it back out.
30-second violation.
And it's a 3-second violation.
How about the move here by Kyrie? But better yet, look at the finish with the left. Off the glass there. You talked about the run here with LeBron James and those 4 fouls here in the first half. It's been the Kyrie Irving show here to close this half.
His 16-point lead is down to 8. Thompson. Smith passed on a 3. Thompson. 51-45, the lead down to 6.
Now, mind you, the Celtics were up 10 when LeBron James picked up that 4th foul and went to the bench.
Horford for 3 and went glass. Not his intention. Might have had a foot on the line. They're going to look at it. They're saying it is a 2, but they'll take a look at the replay at the next stoppage. Bradley called for the foul.
Well, does this count in Vegas, Chris? If you don't call bank?
Yeah, it counts.
It counts.
It counts, and you better act like you meant to do it. Who would have thought that they would have outscored, that Cleveland would outscore the Celtics with LeBron on the bench? But this is what we're talking about. When you do watch Golden State, that great team over in the West Coast, those guys keep each other engaged, keep each other scoring. They use scoring by committee. Right now, Cavs have to find a way to do the same thing.
A foul by Bradley, Boston's first foul of the second quarter.
My goodness, you see the defense that Bradley was playing on Kyrie Irving.
There's Smart. Nice lead pass, and Bradley able to lay it home.
Oh, Avery Bradley, an underrated, I shouldn't say underrated defensive player, but he is emerging as a great two-way player in this league.
13 points for Bradley. And Bradley called for the foul as Irving got the shot off with time running down here in the first half.
The reason why fans out there, you see plays like that and the league had to change it, let's not worry about the shot or anything. Let's talk about defense. Bradley was in Irving's jersey. So as a player, you have to be able to get space, whether off the dribble, whether off the triple threat, or you just got to say, hey, I'm going to just try to build this out because this guy, Bradley, is all over me. What can I do?
So Irving to the line. The question is, was he three-point territory? Now, Monty McCutcheon over at the scorer's table say, no, it's 2 free throws.
I think they need to check that again. And looking up on the big scoreboard, it did look like both feet were behind the three-point line. I'm looking up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like both feet were behind the three-point line.
Well, they're saying it was a rip-through as opposed to being fouled on the three-point shot.
Non-shooting foul.
Right, and they were already in the bonus, so that's why it's 2.
Kyrie Irving carrying the Cavaliers with a half minute to go in the half. A 16-point lead is now 8 for Boston. Smart with the step. Horford. Nice pass for Olynyk, and he lays it home. Kelly Olynyk. So Olynyk with 8 points along with 4 rebounds. And the Cavaliers working the clock down. 5 seconds to go on the half. Irving looks to put the move on Smart. Played very well by Smart. Did not get the good look. So, halftime of a game that has seen LeBron James for the first time in his NBA career, be a regular season or postgame season, picking up 4 fouls in the first half. Kyrie Irving bringing the Cavaliers back. Irving with 18 points. Celtics led by Bradley and Crowder, 13 each. And at halftime, Boston maintains the lead. We'll take a quick break. And over to Ernie, Kenny, Shaq, and Charles with the American Express halftime report.
La Mega 87.7 FM is the Spanish radio home for your Cleveland Cavaliers. Hear every game with Eran Calde, Rafael Hernandez Brito, Cleveland's newest station, 87.7 FM, Latino and Proud. Ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment, the Cleveland Cavaliers are proud to present entertainer and multi-platinum recording artist whose most recent single, Bad Things, went to #1 on the pop radio charts. He recently released his third studio album titled Bloom that debuted at #1 on the hip-hop and R&B charts. Cavalier fans, please welcome Cleveland's own MGK!
You could get high or you could get low. You could stay young or you could grow old. Let it go. 'Cause I'ma go.
Cleveland, put a hand in the sky like this.
Or you could go home.
Hey.
You could live life or you could
What a
just
dream
go.
come true.
Let it go.
'Cause I'ma go for broke. See now, I started with the dollar and the train right, so I can show these people how to dream right. See, I can show you how to aim for the stars and take it to the arenas from the street lights. Damn, oh, this is what the top feels like. I still remember ramen noodle meal nights. You see, I still remember checking my account and having $26 when I signed my record deal nights. And I remember being cold in my apartment, used the heater from the kitchen stove. Highs and lows, that's how it goes, so I gotta roll something up just to cope with the pressures of growing up, man. Speaking of growing up, am I in the championship city right now? So to the city that raised me, allow me to bring out my champ, our champ, Stipe Miocic. Where you at? The song you came out and put that work into. Hey, hey, boy, I'm from the land till I die.
What's up? What's up?
Till I die.
What?
On the east side till I die. Championship city.
We bumping that.
Bone Thugs till I die.
What? What's up? What's up?
Till I die.
What?
In the hood, I'm good till I die.
What?
COE till I
What?
die.
He
Hey,
be like-
LY gon' putting on.
You say,
Putting on, putting on.
Hold up.
LY gon' putting on.
What?
Putting on. Cleveland, LY gon' putting on.
What's up? What's up?
Putting on.
What?
LY gon' putting on. Putting on. Where you from? Straight up at the crib though.
What? What? Hold up. What?
On 128 being slim though.
What's up, Fresh? I said, what?
Damn, bro, we was smoking mid, bro.
I said, damn, bro, we was smoking mid, bro.
My baby mama and I always want to let go. Forget that, beat the game up quick though. Everybody in the team meet. Green Bills, green lead, it's the green season. Catch me only up a shark season. Whipping with the hot sauce like I'm street leaguing. And one though, on the porch getting cut though. On first block with a blow roll. Me and Dumbo. My city, been turned up from the jump. Boy, I'm from the land till I die.
What? What?
Till I die. On the east side till I die.
Yeah. Hold
Till
up.
I die. We bumping that Bone Thugs till I die.
What?
Till I die. In the hood, I'm good till I die.
Y'all say this like this.
CLE till I
What?
die.
Hit me
Say,
like-
LY gon' putting on.
You say.
Putting on. My city, LY gon' putting on. Putting on. Hey, LY gon' putting on.
What?
Putting on.
Hold up.
LY gon' putting on. Where you from? Y'all know.
What?
Y'all know. It's tatted up on all my squad though. I roll J's in a 12-inch wallpaper. And yeah, I live life like Pablo. Y'all know. Y'all know. I'm tatted like I don't need jobs though. Nobody's gonna stop me getting paper. And
I
that.
feel like El Chapo.
I was getting high in the 6th grade. Throw my hands in the hall on the first day. Scared of one of my girls getting knocked up. Snatch a purse in the mall, getting
Locked up. What?
I need a paper. Dreaming of a penthouse on the elevator. The hood told me don't talk, just
Walk mine.
Timbos and the curb.
The stop sign. Hit me like.
East side, west side.
Putting on.
Cleveland for life.
Cleveland, what's up, y'all?
Hey, LY gon' put it on.
Uptown and down the way. Say what?
LY gon' put it on. Champion City. From the land till I die.
What?
Till I die. On the east side till I die.
Yeah. Hold up.
Till I die. Bumping that Bone Thugs till I die.
What?
Till I die.
In the hood, I'm good till I die. CLE till I die. Hey, LY gon' put on. You say, putting on. LY gon' put on. Cleveland.
Putting on.
Now, LY gon' put on. Putting on. See, LY gon' put on. Where we from? Cleveland, make some noise. Let's win this game. Let's take the series. Let's bring the championship right back to the hometown.
Cleveland, let's hear it for MGK.
For the Western Conference Finals, this your top 5 on NBA.com. At number 5, let's take a ride on the JaValevator. Dude's arms are so long he could mow the lawn without getting off the couch. JaVale McGee bringing this one with a burst on the reverse. On to number 4, and KD on the scene, blowing right on by Danny Green, going baseline flying for the jam there, and a little and one action as well. That's good for number 4. At number 3, the Warriors have their own Green going end to end. It's Draymond throwing this one in off the alley-oop from KD. That's number 3. On to number 2, and after Steph turns it over, it's a fast break for DeJounte, but KD tracks down Murray in a hurry and gets him with the 1-2 flurry. Looking at a right and a left, and that's good enough for the number 2 play. But at number 1, Steph Curry showing off those video game handles as he blows out the Spurs candles. Steph with the shake that can't be beat as the Warriors complete the sweep, and Curry lands at number 1 on the NBA.com. Bye-bye.
Wine and Gold Nation, the official fan club of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Wine and Gold Nation is the pride of all for one, one for all. Wine and Gold Nation offers full membership groups that include fan kits, exclusive experiences, and punch design for Cavs fans of every age. Become a member of the official fan club of the Cleveland Cavaliers for just $35. Make it official. Join Wine and Gold Nation today. Enroll now at CavsMemberships.com.
That's all because of our fans. Thank you guys for coming out.
It means everything playing for these fans.
They're on the food cheering for us and making that extra difference in the end.
You know, it's possible cities and folks, something that's almost greater than themselves. The energy that we have with the folks get from them. You know, it's on the right, but we just try to give it back to them in retrospect.
Guarantee your seats for next season and beyond. For info, call 800-820-CAVS or visit Cavs.com/enroll.
Deeply committed to making improvements in the lives of children, families, and neighborhoods in Cleveland. The organization helps lead the local fight against blight, reaches over 130,000 children in our schools, makes over 200 community visits every year, and has built 23 learning-focused centers in our Cleveland neighborhoods.
Hey, it's Rover from Rover's Morning Glory.
And I'm Alan Cox. I have news on 100.7
WMMS is the FM home for your defending NBA championship Cleveland Cavaliers.
Hear every game on WMMS and get complete post-game coverage on the ride home tonight.
On Cleveland's rock station, 100.7 WMMS.
During round 2 of the 2017 NBA playoffs, the Cleveland Cavaliers brought the excitement of the road game watch parties at the
To the city of Cleveland's Fairfax Recreation Center. With a giant screen TV, comfortable furniture, appearances from the Scream Team and Cavalier Girls, some Papa John's pizza, and more, the Recreation Center was transformed into the perfect venue to watch your Cavaliers in the second round of the NBA playoffs. Smuckers thanks the Cavaliers for everything they do in our community.
I'm the one early morning in the dawn.
proud to recycle the best highlights from the first half, courtesy of Republic Services.
The definition of greatness is in the making. You're witnessing the amazing. Blame me if you awaken. You've been sleeping too long on the one who was chosen. You're probably unaware, but I'm here to let you know it. Take a listen, shut the fuck up for once and just enjoy it. Real music, bullshit on the daily, try to avoid it. Your life similar to a toilet, huh? Just out. Put me in a fast car, big house with a beach for a backyard. Stress free, cause I ain't trying to live with it. The state of mind that I'm in got me thinking different. I used to dream until I realized it was a shit in reality. Cause you can make it happen, and I'ma make it happen. You gon' watch me make it happen, bet you gon' remember me. When you see me in that fast car, big house with a beach for a backyard. Stress free, I ain't trying to live with it. The state of mind that I'm in got me thinking different. I used to dream until I realized it was a shit in reality. Cause you can make it happen, and I'ma make it happen. You gon' watch me make it happen, but they gon' remember me.
They trying to f my night up.
Tonight's Cleveland Cavaliers halftime activities were presented by Bud Light.
Welcome back to Cleveland. The Eastern Conference Finals being presented by the Samsung Gear S3. Marv Albert, Chris Webber, and Reggie Miller. Remember this? A series that saw the Celtics lose by 44 points 2 games back. They're up by 10 here at halftime. They've led by as many as 16, and it has been terrific ball movement that has really gotten the Celtics going. 17 assists on 21 field goals.
Necessity is the mother of invention. These guys had to go to motion offense because they don't have their point guard, Isaiah Thomas. You see the ball movements, the slips, but 5 guys on this team has 3 or more assists, and 1 guy has 2, and that guy is Bradley. These guys got to the free throw line, Reggie, 9 times. That's as many makes as they had in game 2, 3.
And no disrespect to Isaiah Thomas, but this is a much more dangerous team without him on the floor because everyone is getting touches now and feeling involved in the offense.
And from Cleveland's point of view, it just changes things around. They're not double, triple teaming, blitzing, so they're not as active as they were when they had Thomas as a guy they had to defend.
Well, the last 4 to 5 minutes of that second quarter, the pace picked up what Coach Lou wanted from the Cavaliers. Let's see if they can put a full effort here, 24 minutes here in this second half.
So that game tracker a moment ago presented by Domino's, and the Celtics shooting at 47% for the half. Here's Bradley, not able to hit the 3. Cleveland has picked up its shooting. Here's LeBron back in playing with 4 fouls. He thought he was fouled there, not getting the call. LeBron, after shooting from downtown on several occasions and not, oh, beautiful pass again, and Olynyk finishes. LeBron came out early looking to hit the long shot. Tried to hit from 3 from the corner, and it was not clicking, and then he took it to the rim. However, that first half ended early for LeBron because of a 4th foul on a charge. Here is LeBron from deep, and again not able to hit. He is 0 for 4 from outside the paint. Smart. Hand check by Irving, goes cross court on the pass off the mark.
And once again here, the Celtics trying to play through that post. Whether it's Horford and right there, the turnover there by Smart.
Irving, who has been the offense for Cleveland. Kyrie Irving led the Cavaliers back in the second quarter after the departure of James. He now has 20. He's 6 for 11 from the field. Boston by 10. And a foul is called as Smith was sent flying. Foul committed by Bradley. That's 3 on Bradley. We'll check in with Kristen Ledlow. Kristen.
Marv, I talked to Coach Ty Lue as he was coming out of the locker room at the half and asked what he liked about that stretch where the Cavaliers cut the lead from 16 down to 8 right before the half. He said our defensive pressure. We started closing things out. He said defense is what sets the pace. It's what he's been saying all series long. We were getting outplayed early on. He also said we'll be fine. We've got to get back to attack mode, guys.
And here is Irving on the attack. Thompson with the follow, and a foul is called. Olynyk picks it up. Kyrie Irving has scored 14 of the Cavaliers' last 16 points. Tristan Thompson on that offensive rebound. Boston had held Cleveland to 1 offensive board just prior to the one hauled down by Thompson. You can vote now for the 2017 NBA Fan Awards, including Dunk of the Year, Performance of the Year, and more. Vote at NBA.com/NBA Awards and find out who wins the Fan Awards plus the Kia MVP at the 2017 NBA Awards. That's June the 26th right here on TNT, hosted by Drake.
You mentioned that 1 offensive rebound in the first half for the Cavaliers. Remember, Chris, that was supposed to be the strength in what we saw in games 1 and 2 by the Cavaliers, especially Tristan Thompson dominating the offensive glass. Only 1 in that first half. Great job by the Celtics.
Remember, in game 2, they found out in garbage time that Smart could be that guy to go in and do that.
Good hands by the Cavaliers, leading to the steal. Irving a little bit too deep. James goes at Smart and then gives it up. It's picked off. Bradley with the steal. Here comes Smart. Lays it in. Boston by 11 with 2.5 gone by in the third. Irving for three. Rebound comes to Olynyk, but it's a push-off and a foul on Boston. Second on Olynyk. Let's check in with David Aldridge. David.
Well, Marv, Brad Stevens loved the defense of his team in the first half. He loved the contest. He loved the ability to get back in multiple effort plays, but I did ask him about that 6:46 stretch when LeBron went out with the 4 fouls. He said, look, they still have 2 all-stars. They're a very good team without him. They are unreal with him. Marv?
And LeBron James, David, hits his first outside shot. 9 points. Boston lead.
Well, that's still a win for Brad Stevens and the Celtics. If LeBron James is going to make outside shots, you'll live with that.
Olynyk strip. James for Irving. Back to James.
Smart play by Kyrie Irving. Understanding LeBron James with those 4 fouls really has not found a rhythm. Not in game 3, and not really tonight. Here's the finish by James.
Make t-shirts on. You want a t-shirt? Cleveland, stay out of your seat. Get up and make some noise. Let's go.
City, Mr. Bismarck, grab them, I can get busy.
You know that I can do with the back of my hand. You remember that? Oh, 1, 2, yo, that is fat. Tick-tock, tick-tock, do the die. No matter what I say, it always come on fly. The ladies in here, they like fruit in a cup. I'm in love. I'm all shook up.
Yo, Dougie Fresh, my fella, my man. Yo, get on the mic and do the best you can. Let me clear my throat. Come on, let's go.
It's the repetition of affirmations that leads to belief. And once that belief becomes a deep conviction, things begin to happen. Muhammad Ali. Now close your eyes and think of how that impacts you and us. Open them. And now embrace this moment in our lives and repeat after me.
Come on, Cavalier fans! I believe that we will win. Let's go!
Yes, it is the home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. We're back in Cleveland. Aerial coverage provided by Goodyear, celebrating the Flint-worthy athletes who show hard work, determination, and grit on and off the court. Goodyear, more driven.
If you're Brad Stevens, you cannot be happy with the start of this third quarter. 3 turnovers in that first half for the Celtics. Already 4 in 4 minutes in this third quarter.
4 turnovers the last 5 possessions by Boston. Here's Crowder with no hesitation. Knocked away from Olynyk by Love. James pulls it up for 3. And it's tipped home by J.R. Smith. A good run here by the Cavs. They're now within 5. Smart lost the dribble. Love knocked it away out of bounds.
Reggie, you mentioned how this Celtic team has to play better with Isaiah because of ball movement of others. Well, the same goes for this Cavs when they're in a situation with their leader with 4 fouls. Guys have to find another way to make their presence even more valuable on the court. JR doing it with the offensive rebound.
Olynyk posting up on James. Love grabs the rebound. Took a shot to the head. And it's a loose ball foul on Olynyk. That is his 3rd foul.
Olynyk had a wide open layup against LeBron James. Nice rebound here by Love and gets hit right in the face by Olynyk.
Now Jonas Jerebko says hi to Kevin Love as he checks in.
He's got to play more minutes here in the second half.
Kelly Olynyk, who had that sensational game last Monday, Game 7 of the victory over the Wizards. Nice pass inside, and James puts it home, an 11-2 run by the Cavaliers. They're within 3 after trailing by 16. Celtics looking to tie the series as they head back to Boston for Game 5. Here's Smart for 3, and he goes glass. So Keith Smart, I should say Marcus Smart, who Jerebko steals it. And Jerebko is not able to hit. Bradley with the follow. But Marcus Smart, who hit 7 threes the other night in Game 3, hits his first of the night right here over James. And now Jerebko to the line. The basket did not count. So 2 shots for Jonas Jerebko, who played a major role on Sunday night.
I mean, they're going to need his energy here in this second half because this is a guy that can change the complexity of a game at both ends of the floor, but more so defensively. You saw him come up with the steal, and at his size, Chris, his ability to handle the basketball in the open court.
And keeping Tristan Thompson and Kevin Love off the boards. What a great job Boston has done rebounding by committee.
5 minutes gone by in the 3rd. James much more active here in the 3rd quarter, and he draws the foul. Jerebko picks it up. Celtics with their 4th team foul. James fouled in the act. Hey, if a road team steals a win of the upcoming NBA Finals, Taco Bell's letting everyone in America steal a free Doritos Locos Tacos. Visit TacoBell.com/steal-a-taco. Learn more.
Hey, we need to steal a taco once the finals do start, gentlemen, right?
Hey, definitely. You want to see those games.
You might pay for one, actually.
I'm hoping for a road win. I'm going to go in there and steal a taco.
Love with the rebound on the miss and score!
Now that can't happen, especially with Horford and Jerebko on the floor here for the Celtics.
Boston by 5. Horford, Thompson, able to stay with him. Horford from inside scores. Nicely done by Al Horford, who's been very effective with his post moves, and that began in Game 3 on Sunday. Love working on Jerebko, lost it off his foot. Able to regain. And Love scores. Crowder is looking for a 3, and now they reset. 6 minutes to go in the 3rd. Smart down the lane, kicks it out. Horford with the drive. And a foul is called. Al Horford has been very active. In the earlier rounds, he was shooting the 3 and shooting it very well, but now he's taking it to the rim. J.R. Smith called for the foul.
The #1 sin of a big fella is giving up a rebound on the free throw line on your side. The freedom that Love is playing with now, not deferring, not looking to LeBron or Kyrie to see if it's okay. He's aggressive. He's just taking it on his own to to get to the cup.
This is the best I've seen Kevin Love, especially at the offensive end. I mean, he is so engaged. And you're right, he's not looking at Kyrie and LeBron and says, is it my turn yet? He's being aggressive and initiating a lot of this offense.
Walford shooting 78% at the line in the postseason. Boston had hit their previous 11 free throws, 11 for 11. 6-point lead for the Celtics. Irving with that hesitation move. Played by Smart and played well. Perhaps held by Smart. Brown wanted a foul. Smith for three. J.R. Smith from downtown. The lead is down to 3. Smart from downtown. Here comes LeBron. Smart goes for the steal, able to get a piece of it, picked up by Jerebko. That's a three-point attempt by Crowder. Crowder was just tripped up, and he's shaken up. Here's Irving. Crowder came up hobbling.
Maybe a wet spot on the floor over here, Marvin. Yeah. I think that's why Crowder went down almost in a split move.
The Boston lead is down to 1. Bradley played on a switch by Thompson. Shoots over. Rebound Love. Kicks it out for James. Oh, he missed the stuff. LeBron James missed the stuff on the outlet from Love. And a foul is called.
The question tomorrow after game 3 and 4 is LeBron tired?
Wow.
What an outlet pass. But look how hard he goes up. He just wants to destroy that rim, and he watches it goes out in disbelief.
Boy, he brought that all the way back.
And then at the other end, Kyrie Irving called for the foul. 13th foul on Cleveland. Boston has 4.
Remember when we used to call dunks tomahawk dunks? That's what that was. The old school tomahawk.
Foul on Love, making contact with Jerebko. Second on Love.
I have nothing for you on that.
Okay.
He's got to make that, right?
Yep.
Happens.
Jaylen Brown is back for Boston. Brown, Olynyk, and Jerebko up front. Here's Olynyk to the rim. It counts in the foul. A strong move by Kelly Olynyk.
The passing and cutting of the Celtics all games has been phenomenal. And Kelly Olynyk slipped here, and he knew he was going to get fouled. He knew there was going to be contact from Love. Nice concentration by Olynyk with the potential three-point play.
Kelly Olynyk, I mentioned, had that incredible game. Actually, the game of his life last week against the Wizards. 26 points off the bench, 14 in the fourth quarter within the span of 7 minutes of play. And he's played well here tonight in a starting role for the injured Amir Johnson. Kyrie Irving again. He has been the story offensively for the Cavs. 25 points for Irving. 3 for 3 from downtown. Celtic lead is now 1. Shot clock to 5. Bradley comes up short. Cleveland can take the lead. James draws the foul.
Well, this is a mismatch right here. There's no way that Kelly Olynyk is going to be able to guard Kyrie that far away from the basket. A little jab step, little rocker step that kind of froze Olynyk, and really just a wide open three for Kyrie.
Foul on Olynyk, number 4. LeBron James has shot pretty well from the free throw line at 72%, better than he did during the regular season. And that has tied the game. Tune in tonight after Inside the NBA to the finale of TNT's The Dunk King, presented by 5 Hour Energy, to find out who will be crowned the Dunk King and can go home with $100,000. Chant of MVP for LeBron James. And he hits both. This is the first lead for the Cavaliers since the early moments. Up by a point after trailing by 16. Olenek putting the move on Thompson. His reverse is blocked by Thompson. Shot clock to 3, Jaylen Brown. Oh, that's called a palming violation on Brown. Timeout. They're on their feet here at the Q.
And now, please welcome the Cavalier Girls featuring the Q-Sticks. Fans, let's hear it for the Cavalier Girls.
Nobody pray for me. It been a day for me. Yeah, yeah. Hey, I remember syrup sandwiches and crime allowances, finessing on them with some counterfeits, but now I'm counting this Parmesan with my accountant lips and
Welcome back to the land where Cavs are up 1 now. On the left-hand side, look at this. You see Smart goes up for a shot on the other side. When you come back down, Crawford slips on that same side. Now, he's out with a strained left eye. He's available to return. Actually, he has returned, but Reggie, you know how scary plays are like that on the court when you hit that wet spot.
Yeah, you would like for the ball boy to come out there quickly enough to get it, but it was live action.
Yeah, fast pace.
It wasn't a time for him to come out there. But good to see Crowder back on the floor here for the Celtics.
Amir Johnson sitting it out with a shoulder injury, and Crowder, as you mentioned, has come back despite that move a moment ago. As you see a beautiful move by Kyrie Irving. He now has 27 points. Cavaliers by 3. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to play in the third. Open shot for Rozier, who played very well early on. Tyler Zeller making his first appearance in the game, not able to hold on. James gets it down to Jefferson, who just checked back in, and Jefferson lost it out of bounds.
I'm not quite sure there's a better finisher in our game today. I mean, the crossover right there, and again, another finish with his left off the glass. Spectacular here for Kyrie.
Pass intended for Zeller. Picked off by James. On the hop for Irving, who scores. What a spectacular move. Meanwhile, Irving is down.
Looked like his ankle. He came down on the foot as he was going up. A lot of contact by Kyrie.
Though we don't know what injury this is, you hate the reaction. Anytime you see a player, Reg,
I think it was his ankle.
Oh, yeah, no, I just mean that the seriousness of it, you never want to guess at it, but when you see a player's reaction smacking that floor.
Look as he's going up against Rozier right there. Yep. As soon as he was going up, that left ankle. And he's had foot problems before.
Yeah, he missed the entire preseason a year ago recovering from a fractured kneecap, but he's trying to walk it off.
He's getting this crowd into it. He's hyped. He's in the zone.
He needs adrenaline. He needs this crowd right now.
It's about, you're exactly right, Chris, that adrenaline. I mean, because he has been the offense this afternoon, this evening for the Cavs.
But you can see that he is favoring it as he's talking to the official, Monty McCutcheon.
Well, he's doing the right thing by pacing back and forth, trying to find that rhythm.
Foul was called on Jefferson, putting Bradley at the line. Cavaliers now lead at 77-74 as they turn it here in the third. Trying to take a 3-1 lead. The game 5 in Boston. Irving scores off the lead from James.
If you're a Celtics guard, you need to push the envelope and see if he can move laterally and attack him. Do not let Kyrie Irving off the hook defensively with a sore ankle.
Bradley, yes. Avery Bradley with 17 points. Cavaliers take a timeout. 1:16 left in the third. Cleveland by 3.
This is Cleveland basketball. This is the land. You are the advantage.
You make the diff. Get loud. Get crazy loud.
I can't hear you.
Stand up.
Stand up.
Cavalier fans, y'all see that right there?
Back in Cleveland, let's take a look at Intel 360 replay technology.
How about this outlet pass here by Kevin Love? I mean, length of the court, and LeBron James with the finish here. I mean, these two have tag teamed all series long. Kevin Love looking like Trevor Bauer out here with that fastball, full-length court pass. You didn't think I knew baseball, did you? Come on.
No, I'm with you all the way. Cavaliers 13 of 18 from the field in this third quarter. Boston just 6 for 15. It is a very high decibel level in terms of the crowd here at Quicken Loans. 149th consecutive sellout dating back to October 2014, and they have been heard, particularly in this second half. It was basically disappointment in the first half as Boston led by as many as 16. Here's Irving On the drive, he scored! And a foul!
Well, I guess that left ankle is okay, Chris.
If it's not, he's doing his best act like it is. And it's Bradley getting up on him, closing out that space, putting the body on him. But you said it, Reg. I mean, he reminds me of a guy I played with, Rod Strickland. You just looked at him and like, how did you finish this shot? Taking it up, moving so much, and getting the contact. So good a finisher.
33 points, 12 of 18 from the field, 26 have been scored in the last 16 minutes. And he's also scored 13 of the Cavs' last 15 points. 3-point play for Kyrie Irving and a 6-point Cavalier lead.
And everyone was wondering coming into this series, what was wrong with Kyrie? It's just that he was deferring to LeBron James, who was playing out of this world.
And Brown is fouled. He really had nowhere to go, and he was bailed out.
I think we're going to have to pay some extra attention to this floor as Jaylen Brown right here slipped. It didn't look like it was that much of a foul. No, he didn't. He just got bailed out on that play. It didn't look like there was much contact.
And both teams are over the foul limit. So Jaylen Brown, rookie from the University of California, will have 2 shots. 7 of 11 from the foul line. He was a huge factor in that Game 7 win against the Wizards last week. Oh, a very friendly roll. The E-League Street Fighter V Invitational will conclude this Friday. A new E-League World Champion will be crowned. May 26, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on TBS.
If you're Brad Stevens and the Celtics, you are still within striking distance, even though the Cavs and Kyrie have gone off in this third quarter. If you had told him before this game you would only be down 4, possibly at the start of this fourth quarter, you would take that. You still got to stay engaged here.
Irving played by Rozier. Irving on the drive.
Man, stop it. Stop it, Kyrie. Are you kidding me?
Apparently that ankle is just fine. 17 of his 36 in this third quarter. Rozier with a series of moves and then the hesitation and the follow. What a play by Rozier.
Guarantee this is going to be a 1-4. Get out the way, let Kyrie go. How many right-handed players do you say send left? I mean, send right. Kyrie can go either way.
Final seconds of the quarter. Irving checking the clock. Here's the step back 3. Yes! A classic third quarter performance by Kyrie Irving. 39 points in all, 21 of the 39 coming in the third.
All right, Cavalier fans, it's time for our CLE chant. It's the fourth quarter. Everybody, you got to say along with me. Here we go. Come on. CLE. Everybody, everybody, everybody in the building. Let me hear you, sir. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Cavalier fans, sir. A little louder. A little louder. Cavalier fans, sir. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Cavalier fans, sir. Let's go. Let's go one more time. Let me, sir. Hey, hey, let's go.
We welcome you back to Cleveland, Ohio. The Eastern Conference Finals are being presented by the Samsung Gear S3 moments ago. Kristen Ledlow with Cavalier head coach Teron
Coach,
Lue.
you stressed the importance of the physicality of this series. Does it now meet your expectations?
Yeah, that third quarter did. I thought we got more physical defensively. And when we get stopped, we can get out and run in transition. So that's what it's all about.
You regained the lead in that third quarter, but neither team has won at home. What's going to be the difference in the fourth?
Continue with the same defensive mindset. Get stops, be physical, and get out and run.
Thanks, Coach. Guys.
On Kristen, Al Horford comes back with the three after that bucket by LeBron James. Kyrie Irving with 39 points. 9 for 10 from the field in the third quarter. His playoff career high is 41. That came against Golden State in Game 5 on the finals of last season. And this is his high playoff game for this year. Smart on the foul, and Irving will shoot 2. Cavaliers outscored the Celtics in the third 40-23. They shot 16 for 21 from the field. So they, for the game, are at 59%.
And this is a great move to start this fourth quarter by Coach Lue by not resting Kyrie, because if you rest him, remember the tweaked left ankle, you don't want it to stiffen up. He's on a roll right now. Might as well just keep him out there and let him stay warm and let him keep going.
Kyrie has hit the 40-point mark. Nice pass inside, but Smart is met by James. Gets it back out. Crowder, yes. It's a 3 for Jay Crowder.
That's the patience of the Celtics offense. They do not have one guy that can just go like Isaiah Thomas. They have to get assists by committee right there. Great cutting by the Celtics.
18 for Crowder. That was his 4th three-pointer. Aaron Williams. So Williams off the bench to contribute with his first field goal.
Miscommunication there by Smart and Rozier. That was supposed to be a switch, guard on guard.
Rozier got the step, pops it out. Horford. Crowder. Oh, contact made. Crowder and Love came together. The pass play is broken up. And it's last touch.
Crowder's got to be careful he doesn't pick up a technical foul here.
That was a foul.
Last touch by Darren Williams. Things getting very physical.
Yeah, this is a foul right here. And it's not as a clear look as maybe as it seemed on the first play, but definitely crying for that attention after getting some contact from Corbin.
Jaylen Brown. Here comes James all the way. And that will count. It's a goaltend. Basket will count.
And once again, LeBron James on a missed shot or turnover, putting his head down, not settling. All the way to the cup here. Absolutely, the ball was on the glass when Horford gets it.
So after the foul trouble in the first half, for the first time in his career, picking up 4 in the first half, LeBron has come on strong in the second half. In all, 23 points, shooting 10 for 18.
Defensively, look at the Cavs now. They are up and into the Boston Celtics. Hands are on bodies.
Smart going. Glass does not get the hop. Saved by Crowder. Smart watched by Korver. Smart foul. Foul is on Corver. It is called in the act, so Smart will shoot a pair.
I thought this was pretty good defense by Corver. As you see, Smart just lost the ball there. But you want to be aggressive. That's a terrible call.
That's a terrible call.
That's a terrible call. And Reggie, as you know, the reason why you say be aggressive to put the refs in a position where they make a good one or they miss it and have a really bad call.
And this is why at times fans think there's makeup calls because they didn't call the foul on Crowder in the corner on Kyle Corver. And then the next play down, it's not a foul, but they call it. That's why people get frustrated by the officiating at times, is because of plays like that.
Marcus Smart, who had 27 points in a terrific all-around game on Sunday night, is just 1 of 7 from the field. He now has 8 points off 5 for 5 at the line. A 6-point lead for the Cavaliers. Cleveland has hit on 19 of the last 22 shot attempts. Jaylen Brown trying to defend on LeBron James. And James off the line.
That was the LeBron we saw in game 1 with 9 days rest.
Smart using the pick, had the ball knocked away and lost it.
No Kyrie Irving. LeBron has to be the only facilitator on the floor. He doesn't get it by the old traditional way. 2 steps to the middle, spins baseline, finishes. James Worthy baseline spins.
The winning ticket number is 158-480-3002. Congratulations. Please head to guest services section 100 to claim your prize.
Time now to the Toyota place the game.
There they go, back in stadiums, the shady spitzes blow. Nuts they go, macadamian they go so ballistic. Whoa, he can make them look like bozos. He's wondering if he should spit this slow. Oh no, go for broke. His cup just runneth over. Oh no, he ain't had him a bust like this since the last time that he overdosed. They've been waiting patiently for Pinocchio to poke his nose back into the game, and they know rap will never be the same as before. Bashing in the brains of these lost and establishing a name as he goes. The passion and the flame is ignited. You can't put it out once we light it. This is exactly what the that I'm talking about when we riot.
The Toyota plays of the game are brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Make a game-winning play on the new Toyota now at buyatoyota.com.
Kanye, no style, J-Lo, no 50, no BJZ, no cash. Diddy, no big and fat Joe, no pun. Little dumb, no crump, DMC, no run. Easy, no coke, Cat Williams, no joke. MC Hammer still rich, not broke. Just imagine all this, baby, it's enough to make it go crazy.
All right, Cavalier fans, Cersei.
A look at downtown Cleveland, aerial coverage provided by Goodyear, celebrating the Blink-worthy athletes who show hard work, determination, and grit on and off the court. Goodyear, more driven. Matthew McConaughey on hand here tonight at at the Q doing a movie.
All right, all right, all right.
Very nice, Chris.
Thank you. I had to do it. Well, you also got to give props to his supermodel wife, too, Camila Alves, as well.
All right, all right, all right.
I think it's enough, Chris.
Okay.
I did enjoy the first one. James, yes, and the 24-second buzzer.
Well, it's safe to say LeBron James is back and more engaged at the offensive end here for the Cavs.
Cavaliers have hit 21 of their last 24 shots. Crowder lost it. Horford recovered, and then in a collision, foul is called.
What a tough shot there by LeBron. But he does like shooting over that right shoulder.
Not time to start thinking about the end of the game, Reg, but if you're the Cavs, don't you want to take this home and keep your guy Kyrie on the bench?
Now they rule no foul, so 9 on the shot.
It would be nice.
Now to 3, Horford, yes.
What a solid game by Al Horford. 6 of 9 from the field and 14 points.
See the numbers the Cavaliers have put up. James, Crowder hauls it down. Crowder nowhere to go. Left his feet, and they turn it over. Rare turnover by the Celtics.
LeBron James has been complaining on so many of his drives with the official, Monty McCutcheon, and rightfully so. A lot of contact there, no call.
Kyrie Irving back on the floor. He's put up 40 points. Korver down low to Love. Repko able to get to it.
This is where I want to see the Celtics continue to trust each other. Down 16 in game 3, they trusted each other, played through each other, pulled out a victory. They need to do the same now.
Shot clock to 5. Horford, just fired it up as he felt contact. Cavaliers take a timeout. 6:19 remaining in the fourth. Cavaliers up by 6.
All right, everybody. Sure, I advise you to get out of your seat right now. It's the Jack Casino T-shirt toss. Let's cash in with Jack, baby. You want a T-shirt? Make some noise. Let's go, Cleveland.
make the diff.
You are the advantage.
There's no turning back. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Get louder. Louder.
Cavalier fans, everybody get a towel.
Let's take a look at advanced performance driven by Nissan.
And Kyrie Irving showing not even a tweaked ankle can slow him down. The fluidity, his ability to change directions and pace. Spectacular night for Kyrie. 14 of 20 from the field and 40 points.
For more advanced performance highlights, visit NBA.com/video. Coming up on 6 minutes to play in the fourth, Irving comes up short.
Little zone there from Boston on that play. And Marcus Smart the other night, 8 for 14, 27 points. Tonight, just 1 for 7. Love to see him get active late in the game. Knock down some big ones.
Crowder not able to hit the three. Nice box out by Love. Boston jumping in front early, led by as many as 16. Love for three. Yes! Kevin Love, who hit 6 threes in the first quarter of Game 3. That's his third of the night here. 3 for 5 from downtown.
What an answer.
Avery Bradley right back, but that's a 2. Had a foot on the line.
Celtics hanging around. They're going to take a look at the next dead ball to see if that was a 2 or 3. There was called a 2 on the floor by Bradley.
James on the hop. What a pass for Tristan Thompson. LeBron with his 6th assist. He has 27 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds. This after picking up the 4 fouls in the first half. Thompson jumping out at Bradley. Shot clock down to 2. Jerebko wide open and knocks down a 3. Jonas Jerebko with 9 points.
That's the patience and trust they must play with no hero ball right now. Get to the open guy, attract the defense, find the open man.
Thompson with the pick. Jerebko defending on James. 5 on the shot clock. James for 3. For LeBron, his first 3 of the night.
He had missed his previous 9 up until that point.
Crowder lost the dribble. And the ball back to the Cavaliers. Cleveland with a 9-point lead. 3:35 remaining in the fourth. Try to take a 3-1 lead in this Eastern Conference final. Celtics looking to come from behind to tie it up at 2 as they head back to Boston for Thursday night. Here's James. There was contact as Jerebko went flying and was looking for the call. Will not get it. LeBron James, 32 points, 13 of the 32 here in the fourth. LeBron James right back to it after the disappointing performance in Game 3.
All right, everybody in the building. We need everybody to make some noise one time. Make some noise. And while you're making noise, everybody in the building, get on your feet all around the cube. While you're making noise, while you're on your feet, last but not least, we need you to scream. Cavalier fans, now is the time. Get a rally towel in your hand right now. Let's get this thing going. It's time to close the Celtics out right now. Cavalier fans, make some noise. Let's go.
The Eastern Conference Finals are being presented by the Samsung Gear S3. How about this astounding shooting by the Cavaliers in the second half over the last 19 minutes? Our statistician Brian Taylor pointing out Cleveland has hit 25 of 31 from the field. Bradley for three on a set play. 3 minutes to go. Celtics and the Cavaliers coming down to the finale of game number 4. Love on the follow, and he draws the foul.
Kevin Love has been so special in this series. How is he not shooting? Like he got the offensive rebound and was going back up.
Cavaliers looking for a shooting foul in the act. Incidentally, that's a new playoff career high in rebounds for Love, who has 17.
The best he's played. This is the best and probably the most comfortable, Chris, that he's been in this uniform.
Chris just nodded his head, yes. 17 points, 17 rebounds for Love. Here's James. Oh, he's feeling it now from the outside.
And Reggie, to your point on Love, the reason I'm just watching him play, I think this is the best he's played in his career. Because when he played for Minnesota, none of those games were to win. Some could say those were empty points. He's doing it now when it matters the most with the same numbers.
Olenek, yes. So the Cavaliers pulling away in the second half, led by Kyrie Irving, who has 40 points, one shy of his playoff career high. Just under 2 minutes to go. There's James on the drive. He lost it. Thought he was fouled by Olenek. James knocks it away, recovered by Olenek. Smart for three, way off. Things a bit different for Marcus Smart here in game 4.
Well, you didn't think you were going to get that 27-point outburst and those 5 or 6 threes in that third quarter from Smart. I mean, that's just not his game.
They double up on Irving. Love apparently
he looks hurt.
Off the court, hobbling. That was a 5-on-4 situation.
He's trying to walk out. I don't know if it's a leg issue or a back issue. He's had back spasms before. So we've seen Kyrie with a tweaked ankle, and now Kevin Love, a little ginger.
I always tell people the game of basketball and life, you know, it's so similar.
The game of basketball teaches you how to communicate with others, how to come together as one team.
Coming together and trying to go for something that's bigger than yourself. You can go for sports and in life.
Join the more than 7,000 youth organizations that have signed up for the Junior NBA, the league's official grassroots participation program focused on teaching the fundamentals and the values of the game. You can register today for free at juniornba.com. LeBron James, rare miss for LeBron here in the fourth. No points for James in the fourth quarter. On Sunday night, he has 15 here tonight. Smart with the drive. Thompson with the rebound. We are now final minute. The Cavaliers about to take a 3-1 lead in this Eastern Conference final. Standing ovation from this crowd.
Oh,
There's
no.
Irving going behind the back. He has a career playoff high of 42 points. What a performance by Kyrie Irving, who twisted his ankle earlier. Horford misses, and he can put this one in the books. Cavaliers bounce back from the shocking loss at home, blowing that 21-point lead as they take a 3-1 edge. And the best of 7, it wasn't easy. Boston got off to the good start. LeBron James picked up 4 fouls in the first half. And now the Cavs look to close it out in Boston Thursday night, and here on TNT, the Celtics, of course, with other ideas, are looking to extend to a Game 6 back here in Cleveland. Cavaliers will make it 15 wins in their last 17 in the postseason here at home.
Well, great second half by the Cavaliers, but if you're Brad Stevens and Boston, you've got your confidence by winning Game 3 in that second half and the first half tonight. So it should be better energy, especially at both ends of the floor for Boston. But Kyrie Irving, game ball tonight for you, because when your best player, LeBron James, with those 4 fouls, was struggling, he carried this Cavaliers team, Chris.
And you got to give credit as well to Kevin Love, 17 rebounds inside. Tristan Thompson couldn't do it. This Cavs team rebounded by committee as well. The big 3 stepping up.
In the second half, Cleveland outscored Boston 65-42 as they came back from that 16-point deficit. Golden State winding it up last night in San Antonio. Cleveland now up 3-1. Kyrie Irving leading the way with a playoff career-high 42, 15 of 22 shooting, and he is with Kristen.
They just said it, a playoff career high for you. You were unstoppable in that third quarter. Where did the momentum shift, and what allowed you to be so effective?
Our why, the reason why we do it, and that's to get back to the finals. And we understand the goal at hand. We want to accomplish something bigger than ourselves, and it's going to take a full 48-minute game. Coming out of halftime, just wanted to be aggressive, lead my guys, and leave it all out there on the floor. And it didn't come without adversity. You overcome a 16-point deficit. We see an ankle scare for you in the third. How are you feeling now, and what was the difference in those final minutes? I'm great. This is the only thing that matters right now. From moment to moment, I'm living in it. I'm dreaming of it, and I can't wait. This is just such unbelievable effort from my teammates, and we need to hit adversity in order to grow. You're now 1 win away from yet another trip to the NBA Finals. What becomes the message to this team as you head back to Boston? Goal at hand. That's it. Our why. Only thing that matters is getting a win up in Boston. Whatever we got to do, sacrifice everything in order to attain our goal, and that's to get back to the finals. Congrats, Kyrie. Guys.
All right, Kristen, 15 for 22, 42 points. LeBron James turning it around here tonight, 15 for 27. He had 34. The high point man for Boston, Avery Bradley had 19, and Jay Crowder had 18. Al Horford with 16. Thanks to producer Scott Cockerell, director Matt Lipp, associate directors Billy Faulkner, Keith Robinson, field producers Sam Polis and Alvin Whitney, graphics handled by Franklin Cow, Jason Ingram, and J.P. Jeff Harris, and our statistician, Brian Taylor. Cleveland matches their franchise high by shooting 59% for the game on 44 for 74. Final score, Cavaliers 112, Celtics 99. Coming up, it is Inside the NBA, presented by Kia. So for Reggie Miller, Chris Webber, Kristen Ledlow, David Aldridge, and the rest of the crew, Marv Albert saying good night. From Cleveland, we'll take a break, and then it's on to Ernie, Kenny, Shaq, and Charles.